Hey there, Robert. What do you got there?
We got heirloom tomatoes today, Paul. AG Conroe of the Great Park said we can pick these for a special event that you guys are doing tomorrow at Giving Children Hope. So you brought your volunteers out here once again to pick these tomatoes.
How did you start coming out here to the Great Park?
Well, you know, about 3 years ago I started with AG Conroe, but let me kind of tell you how the whole organization, how I started in the ministry in general. About 14 years ago, I used to work with the homeless in Tustin, about 7 homeless. I used to buy them tacos and burritos every day. These have these packets, 5 to 10 tacos for a discount, and then I would, feed them and give them drinks, and I would buy them their hygiene products. I would clothe them, buy them food. Late at night, I make sure in the rainy days I go cover them with plastic. So I started that about 14 years ago, and then I moved into the food bank where my church had a food bank there. And the funny thing is, when I started to work with the food bank, the Pastor Dan De Leon, asked me, Robert, how many people you want to distribute to? 5,000. I said, no, Pastor, that's too many for me. I said, I could start with 250 people. So that was my first outreach, was 250 families. We served there in Santa Ana, and then it progressed to another food bank in Santa Ana, like years later, after I was with the church for a while, to where I procured for the food bank in Santa Ana. And I would procure, we used to have to procure no less than 100,000 pounds a week. So I would help to procure that. Sometimes I pull in 60,000 pounds, and sometimes more just in a day through the connections I had made and the connections with the food bank. So that's how it progressed to where I'm doing now. But as a volunteer, because I was a volunteer at the food bank, I said, Lord, I got to start my own organization. I stepped down for the food bank, and though I was a little concerned because I said, now I have no food to give to the community, I was a little concerned that I wasn't going to be able to do that, even though I had the connection still that I could call. But I was a little concerned, so at my job, there's a farmer out there called Dan Manacero, the original Manacero Farms. He has about 64 acres at Irvine Valley College, where I work at night, and I run the org during the day, but I work at night. And I asked my director, I said, can you give me the contact number to the farmer? He said, sure. He gave it to me. So I called the farmer, Dan Manacero, the next day, and Dan said, sure, you can come glean my fields. And for you that don't know what gleaning is what we do is after the initial harvest, what's left over for that doesn't go to market, that people may find looks odd, because farmers know that people like us will go to the market and they will pick through produce, pick through cucumbers, and not the prettiest, and farmers kind of have an idea of what we like as a consumer. What does not go to market, they leave in the fields and they turn it over and they grow again. But my organization, Loaves Fishers Times 10, for the last 3 years has been going into the fields and picking as much as we can, bringing in groups from LA County, South County, Orange County, groups like Giving Children Hope that's been here every weekend since we partnered with this, like Paul here is doing the video. And we come and pick the produce out of here. Right now, where we're on right now is the Valor Field. It's about 4 or 5 acres where they're teaching our military vets how to grow produce, how to farm, how to plant, how to reap. So that started after I met with Dan, because Dan said, hey, Robert, I know a bigger farmer. I said, really? He said, yeah. So then he connected me with AG Conroe, owner of Orange County Produce, where we are now. Here at the Great Park is about 110 acres or 100 acres of farmland that we will go through the summer, including some more which he's trying to open up for me. Like I said, in Manacero is about 64 acres, so about 164 acres total that the Lord has opened up to my organization. And once again, that's why we're here at the Great Park, doing what we do, feeding the community. We love the low income. Paul, like, is here every weekend. He loves the program they do. We've Got Your Back program at Giving Children Hope. And that's how it started, Paul. It's just, I started with homeless people, and it's where I am now. And I love what I do, and I invite people from everywhere to come down and be a part of this. And that's how it works. That's what's going on here.
Well, Robert, I know we're grateful to you, and everyone in the community is as well. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Paul. Thank you.